Welcome, Currier Class of 2025. The most amazing class ever. So many remarkable students have come through Currier before you. They've walked the same halls, had deep late-night conversations in the D Hall, and sat in the very chairs that you're standing in front of on graduation day. But yet this class is different. You're extraordinary. But before I explain, let's take a moment. If you could turn around and thank the people who made this day possible, your family, your friends, your mentors. No one reaches this pinnacle alone. Today is your day, but it was built on their unwavering support. Please be seated. Let me tell you a story. What do you call a person who loves math? I once asked. A mather, a mathete, a math man, or a magician? My great-grandmother pulled out a thick, tattered dictionary that had been on the shelf for decades, and she opened it and said, "The word is mathematician." And just like that, I knew what I wanted to be. I was a 6-year-old black girl in the American South, and wanting to become a mathematician was really unusual, even incomprehensible to many. But my great-grandparents never questioned it. They supported me, even though they didn't fully understand it. Fast forward, I earned a scholarship to Dana Hall, which is a boarding school in Wellesley, Massachusetts. I loved math so much, I ran out of courses. So I started taking classes at Wellesley College while I was in high school. I was on the path to becoming a mathematician until I fell in love. Not with a person, but with a closet. That closet housed a terminal that dialed into a computer at Dartmouth College. It was 1976, and I was enrolled in the only math course left I had never taken, and it was a computer course, and I had fallen in love. Math had given me absolutes, but computer gave me action. My programs could change lives, solve problems, and improve systems. So I asked my teacher, "What do you call someone who loves computers?" He said, "A computer scientist." And just like that, I had a new dream. I share this because life does not follow a straight path. My destiny wasn't fixed at age 6 or 16 or even 26, and neither is yours. I never imagined I'd be a faculty dean, didn't even know such a role existed, and yet here I am, 9 years into living and learning alongside you. My name is LaTanya Sweeney, and my wife Sylvia and I are the faculty deans of Currier House. I'm also a professor at the college and at the Kennedy School, and I lead the tech science program and direct the public interest tech lab, because you know what, I'm a computer scientist. But today, I'm simply someone honored to be part of your journey. You came to Currier from all over the world, each a unicorn of brilliance and potential. You arrived at a kind of a critical moment at your life. Before I became a faculty dean, I had forgotten what the magic of being 20 was like. It's absolutely amazing. And what is outstanding about you, this group in particular, is that you didn't just enter a building, but a community. Here you found more than education. You found space to grow, to question, to explore. Space to make mistakes, to change your mind, to feel safe, to feel brave. Space to become who you were meant to be. And let's be clear, that kind of space can't be replicated on Zoom. It's a privilege of being in residence, of living and learning together, and Currier gave you that gift, and you in return gave Currier community. So what now? Well, first, you'll never go hungry. You can always come back for a meal in the D Hall. We'll feed you at least once a week. Second, we will always celebrate your victories. And third, Currier will always be here when the road gets rough, because the road will get tough. That's part of the human condition. But Currier has prepared you. You've lived with people who are far different from you. You've built common ground across divides. You know how to disagree without being disagreeable. You've created community, and that's incredibly powerful, given the diversity of the people you live with. You are better equipped than most to face the unpredictable and bring about the change the world so desperately needs. Because in part, you have been blessed to live and thrive and shape a microcosm of the world. Students from all over the world have come together, are sitting beside you, and you made it work. You made it one community, one world, one group all together. You made Currier community. So some of you may be wondering what makes Currier so special, and I do think the building helps. Only 2 entrances and a centralized dining hall. But you bump into each other, you see each other. But Currier is more than architecture, it's spirit. You're a part of a tradition that began when Currier was founded as Harvard's first co-ed house. That tradition of belonging and trailblazing has continued through the decades, from launching tech companies like Microsoft. And when Bill Gates came back to visit Harvard, he specifically said, I want to go to Currier. And for those of you who saw him when he was here, you saw his whole face light up as he remembered his time at Currier and how important it was to him. But there have been lots of other firsts, like creating art, like La La Land, from breaking barriers in politics, like the mayor of Boston and congressional members. I've never met Congressman Seth Moulton, but I got an email from him because it was your senior dinner, and he wanted to send you a special note, because that's what Currier means. So the legacy of Currier is alive in each of you, and at least one of you has already achieved an Olympic gold. You showed us how to build community and thrive in community, even in a divided, hostile world that has sought to consume and divide us. You celebrated people who were not like yourself, a Jewish student, an African student, a first-gen student, a Southerner, a Midwesterner, a classmate with a story far from your own, and still you lifted each other up. You didn't have to agree with everyone to see their value. And when disagreements arose, and they did, you met them with curiosity and not with contempt. You held space for others without losing yourself. This is rare. This is powerful. This is what makes you amazing. This is Currier, and this is you. Let me end with one more story. I was the first Black woman to earn a PhD in computer science at MIT. It sounds triumphant now, but it was very lonely then. I was often the only Black person, the only woman in any room I was in. My ideas were stolen, my contributions dismissed, and I had no mentors. And one day, I looked around the parking lot and I noticed something. All the professors seemed to drive red Saabs. They were white males, married, lived in the suburbs, primarily Concord and Lexington, and drove red Saabs. I was none of those things. And somehow, because they were so much all of those things, they were overfitting what it meant to be a computer scientist. So I learned to focus on what we had in common and ignore what we didn't. I kept my eyes on my goals, and that's what you've done here at Currier too. You created a space where differences didn't divide, where common ground was cultivated, where community wasn't just a buzzword, it was a way of life. You leave Currier not just with knowledge, but with the resilience, empathy, and vision to build a better world. Whether you become a CEO, a scientist, a teacher, a parent, or something we can't yet imagine, know this, you carry Currier with you. You are Currier, and you are amazing. And I also want to say at the same time, you've left Currier in a better community than when you came. Congratulations, class of 2025. You are the living values of Currier and Harvard, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you. And now we'll hear some words from Sylvia.
Welcome, family and friends, and hello, graduates. Today, we celebrate your graduation and years of hard work. And as we celebrate your achievements, we also reflect on what makes this place, not this tent, but the buildings across the street, right? Our home. What makes it feel like home? And LaTanya touched on this because the secret, in part, is the people. The Currier community is more than just a place. It's a lifeline. It's a circle of concern and care. And it's the scaffolding that held you up along your journey. It's impossible in the short time we have to mention all the wonderful people who make Currier feel like home, but let me just highlight a few. Let's begin with someone who is often the first to arrive and the last to leave, Alana. Alana is our extraordinary house administrator, from room assignments and house events to the careful balancing of the house budget that makes it all possible. Alana is the quiet engine behind nearly everything that works at Currier. And this very celebration, we can thank Alana for that too, you know? And then there's Amanda Lobel. Amanda is our brilliant resident dean. Amanda doesn't just guide students, she champions them. She is relentless in advocating for your academic needs, your wellness, and your right to be seen and supported. It's hard for me to say in words because I've worked with Amanda behind the scenes quite a bit on your behalf. And it's just amazing what she has done. You know, her belief in your potential has been unwavering. And I know, and you know, many of you would not be here without her behind you, pushing, lifting, and fighting for you. So thank you, Amanda, for everything. And speaking of support, we can't forget Jillian, our academic coordinator. Jillian is the glue that holds many timelines and to-do lists together. She helps ensure no deadline is missed and no form is forgotten. But she also goes above and beyond in 100 unseen ways, producing the Currier newsletter, offering a kind word, and showing up wherever and whenever she is needed. She is simply indispensable. Thank you, Jillian. Okay. Now we have to talk about the man who quite literally keeps the lights on, Manny. Manny is our legendary house and building manager. And I just found out today, this is his 30th year. It's unbelievable. Manny has been a part of Currier longer than most of us have been a part of Harvard. And Manny is so good at what he does, Harvard keeps throwing more and more buildings under his care. But I have to tell you, no matter what, I don't care what they throw at him, Currier has always been his top priority, right? And it's the reason that this place is not just livable, but lovable. You know, he leads an incredible team of Juan Malera, Juan Guevara, Francesca, and Eric, who maintain our physical space with pride and care. And we also have to thank our tutors, who are graduates. Our tutors, who are graduate students and young professionals that guided and advocated for you. They hosted study breaks, fun events, they did a lot. They were your big brothers and sisters who made sure you did not fall through the cracks at Harvard, and there were many. In addition to our heartfelt thanks to everyone, we also want to mention Big Bill, our resident security officer. Bill is our resident security officer, and he is also the unofficial ambassador of warmth. Bill, along with his colleagues, doesn't just keep us safe, he makes us feel seen. Whether it's a friendly wave or a quick chat, he brings presence and humanity to Currier. He's the friendly uncle of Currier, always out front, always watching over us. Thank you, Bill, for everything. And you guys know what's coming next. You know in a list of thank yous what has to be the final one, and that is, at the heart of every home is a kitchen, and at the heart of Currier is our dining hall team. To Saul, Patricia, and the many others who nourish us daily, you know, those guys don't just cook your meals, they take care of us. They bring comfort on hard days and joy on ordinary days. They make this place really feel like a family. And today, that's exactly what we are. We are the Currier family gathered here to honor the accomplishments of our graduates, our next generation of dreamers, doers, and leaders. Congratulations, class of 25. You carry our love with you as you go on, and we will always welcome you home. Now it's time for me to stop talking and let everyone hear from you. So let's get started with our senior speeches. First up, we have the one and only Colby Garcia. Where's Colby? Colby, okay.
Oh. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Hello, family and friends of Currier House. We all have stories coming into the house. I'd like to share a bit of mine. My parents first moved to America to escape violence and poverty, but growing up here wasn't easy. I entered the foster care system and even moved back to Mexico, only to face the same struggles they had once escaped. So I came back. I kept moving through sacrifice and tears until that movement led to hope. I got into Harvard, a chance to change my life. For centuries, people have moved for refuge, escaping slavery, dictatorships, or despair. Movement in itself is a form of protest, to reject restrictions and expectations. Currier is special because living here requires daily movement from the river. Whether walking, biking, or even scootering, this points to something deeper. Currier is far from classes, and sprinting to the SEC might as well be an Olympic sport, which is fitting since we have actual Olympians in the house. Many residents had mandatory leg days when the elevators were down for a whole semester, and 2 days ago. Still more reliable than the 3 years of dining hall Wi-Fi. Yet on any given night, the dining hall buzzed with late-night PSET groups and people anxiously awaiting food drops. Despite endless hours poured into the Currier House music video and countless dorm rangers, we excelled academically. We produced more Rhodes Scholars than any other house this year. We are built differently, defined by inclusion, resilience, and movement, plus a healthy dose of house theft, false fire alarms, and kitchen theft. Currier reflects on what movement can build. It is the only house named solely after women, the first to be led by an LGBTQ plus couple of color, and the only... and the only dining hall that defies dining hall restrictions to stay open to all. To be a quadling is to reject standing still. It is to move with purpose, not comfort. As citizens of Currier, we must carry that legacy forward by protecting the values we stand on. I'd be remiss not to use this moment to talk about movement. I urge us to use our Harvard education to organize, advocate, and act. With deportations and police brutality plaguing countless innocent communities, hunger and poverty affecting millions, democracy and freedom of speech undermined, and violence and genocide unfolding in many regions of the world, I implore that creating movement is not only the right thing to do, but the Currier thing to do. Let us honor those who keep us moving, the tutors, deans, friends, and families. Specifically, I'd like to thank the movement of internationals and immigrants in the crowd. You make Harvard You make Currier, Harvard, and America a better place. Thank you to my own parents who pursued the American dream. To my parents, nadie nos puede parar de seguir el sueño americano. Viva el movimiento, viva los inmigrantes, viva América. I also want to acknowledge those who couldn't be here, held back by financial cost, travel risk, borders, sacrifices for our democracy, and otherwise. We see you. Movement is a privilege we have at Harvard, and as we know, it must be earned, protected, and extended. The piece of paper you are about to receive should be more than an indicator of your intelligence and capability. It should be a commitment to create movement and extend the path to everyone. As Currierites, we know if you do not move, you miss the shuttle, literally and metaphorically. Sometimes you even see it pull away just as you arrive. Movement shapes us, from the Quad Renaissance to campus-wide protests. Our job is to keep moving, to create movement. Thank you to everyone for the last 4 years, and keep it real, keep it 100, and keep moving.
That was great, Kobe. Thank you. Please welcome our next senior speaker, Alice Kayami.
Good afternoon. I wanted to take a moment to share a few words about something that I learned in a course I took this semester called The Psychology of Decision Making. Now, unfortunately, I did not learn how to make a decision in this class. I still cannot make up my mind about absolutely anything. I did, however, learn about the difference between picking and choosing. Picking is simple, selecting one of predefined options that are laid out neatly in front of you. Choosing, though, it's different. It's messier. It involves emotion, deliberation, optimization, and sometimes even a bit of hope. When we were assigned to Currier 3 years ago, there was neither picking nor choosing involved. We were sorted randomly with 8 of our friends that we hoped we would get along with. But everything we did after that was choice. We chose to sit for hours in the dining hall, eating, studying, debating, or doing absolutely none of the above. We chose to linger long after being told multiple times to clear our dishes, in a sacred in-between space where laughter, procrastination, and surprisingly deep conversations all coexist. We chose to sing our hearts out at karaoke. We chose to attend study breaks for Bagelsaurus. We chose to knock on each other's doors when we were homesick or simply bored. We chose to keep the Currier wire alive, a constant stream of found wallets, ingredient requests, food drops, last-minute concert tickets, airport Ubers, and an occasionally disgruntled Rhodes Scholar. It wasn't just an email, it was a lifeline, a collective voice reminding us that someone was always out there willing to help. We chose each other over and over again. Every day here involved choices that seemed small at the time: grabbing dinner with our blockmates, joining a PSET session in Cabot Library, saying yes to a spontaneous lounge on Quad Lawn. But combined, those small choices have shaped the way that we've grown here together. Over the past few weeks, I found myself falling into the nostalgia trap of my last 4 years here at Harvard, replaying memories, wondering about the what-ifs, rewriting the past in my head. And yet, no matter what counterfactual I imagine, no matter what sliding door scenario I construct, one thing remains constant. I always end up back at Currier. That's the choice I'd make again without hesitation. So, thank you, Currier, for being a refuge on a campus that never stops buzzing, for being warmth in the coldest of Boston days, for being a place where we learned, cried, grew, and celebrated. Thank you to the dining hall staff who greet us by name, to the deans and tutors who support us beyond simple study breaks, to Manny, to making sure we always have what we need, especially my many packages, and to Bill for bringing a smile to everyone's face every time we walk through the front door. Thank you to every friend who's turned this dorm into a home. Thank you, Currier, for being ours. To the class of 2025, congratulations. We chose Currier. We chose each other. We did it together, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Amanda Lobel, and I am the Alston Burr Resident Dean of Currier House. It is my privilege to confer the diplomas today. But before I do, I want to congratulate all our seniors, again, on the completion of your time at Harvard. It has been an honor to know you over the past 3 years and to live here in Currier with you and to work with you through challenges and accomplishments. You each worked incredibly hard to get here today. The entire community at Currier is so proud of you, and we just want to say congratulations. And also we want to say, please stay in touch because we're really going to miss you. We're going to give the House staff a second to prepare for the presentation of the diplomas. You're good. You got it. And we're going to start by presenting the diplomas for our advanced degrees. This year, we're thrilled to present advanced degrees to 17 members of the Currier community. And for our first degree, we'll be awarding the PhD in Economics to Leonardo D'Amico. And we're also thrilled to present the PhD in Astronomy and Astrophysics to Chris Chalou. Okay, we will now be presenting the Master of Arts and Master of Science degrees. And the first is a Master of Arts in Statistics to Vincent Birch-Jupin. Congrats. And a Master of Science in Applied Mathematics to Alexander Dajinsai. A Master of Arts in Chemistry to Ion Nikolai Situ Chua. Master of Science in Computer Science to Elliot Cowan. Master of Science, Computer Science to Agya Deeb. Master of Arts, Statistics to Nicholas DeSantis. Master of Science, Applied Mathematics to David Dye. Master of Science, Computer Science to Michael Hu. Master of Science, Computer Science to Fei Yang Huang. Master of Science, Computer Science to Christina Cass Yihong Lee. Master of Arts, Statistics to Joshua Huanjia Park. Master in Arts, Chemistry to Oliver Ronku. Master of Arts, Statistics to Jolis Runovic. Master of Arts, Regional Studies, Middle East to Ian Hunter Pack Thompson. Master of Science, Computer Science to Gabriel Da-Yao Wu. Okay, now we will present the diplomas for our undergraduate degrees, the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. So when I read your name, please come up and receive your diploma. Tarek Abu Sood. Sorry. Tiffany Audrey Olivia Akpo. Louisa Ata Ajamang. Rave Star Andrews. Kane Artefio. Nicole Asarian. Danish Bajwa. Thomas Barone III. Zachary Bartell. Zach Baskir. Chloe Marie Becker. Olivia Marzia Shoshana Baraby. Marina Bibars. Yusuf Abdullah Bibars. Michaela Taya Bibby. Martin Bialayats. Hannah Abigail Bowen. Vincent Birch Zupan. Joe Bradley. Cole Breen. Cordelia Piper Byrne. Alexander Da-Jin Sai. Alice Tsai. Nicole Alexis Calderon. Sarah Angela Sau. Sandrine Chartre. Nicholas Khalil Shabbat. John Terrence Chilson. Ian Nikolai Situ Chua. Savannah Cooksey. Zoe Capella Cooper. Elliot Cowan. Ronak Daga. Araceli Jolie Davila. Agya Deeb. Christina Corinne DeMio.